Hey everybody, it's Wendy. Welcome. I'm so excited you're here with me today. I have a really fun project for you. I'm using my Simply Scored tool and the Holly Jolly Christmas bundle. Now, anybody who joins my Love and Stampin' Monthly Club, which you're going to find out more about tomorrow on October 1st, will get this with their kit for free, already made. It will be my gift to them. So we'll talk more about that here in a minute. But at first I want to tell you, this is cut at 4.5 by 10.5. And then I scored it a 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 3.5, and 4. And then I'm cutting off the pieces all the way down to the bottom score line. And then leaving those bottom pieces. Right here I make a little mistake and I realize, oops, I actually need to cut all the way to here. So FYI on that, you need to cut all the way down. Now, don't fret my pet. These instructions are available below the video with all the measurements. They are also available in a free printable over on my blog. And so you can print them and get them. Now, I made something similar to this, or I should say there is a similar project to this in the Stampin' Anonymous tutorial bundle for October. So if you have not received, or if you don't know what that is, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time talking today. Words are hard sometimes. And I realized this was cut incorrectly, so I had to recut it, and then I still cut it incorrectly. So the correct measurements for this piece of designer series paper is 2.25 by 2 3/4, and it is provided in the measurements below. So anyway, we designed a really cool October Stampin' Anonymous tutorial bundle. And if you want to get that for free, it is available beginning October 1st to anybody who places an order with me. If you're watching this on Monday, September 30th, then FYI, you have some really exciting stuff coming tomorrow from me. I'm going to be doing a monthly host code again. This is something I used to do a long time ago and I quit doing, and I'm bringing it back. So I'll have a monthly host code and it's got a little fun spin on it. So you're going to want to check that out. That begins tomorrow, October 1st. I do have a special going on right now that ends on September 30th at midnight Pacific Standard Time. So if you're interested in that, the information is on my blog. Okay, so now we've got this cute little box, and I just put my bone folder in here to push those edges down and seal it. And it will fit an instant vanilla latte packet, but it will also fit a Hershey bar, which is really cool. I'm actually going to show you another version of this tomorrow on my Facebook Live. So same concept, just different style. And I thought it would be fun to just kind of show a different one, because the people who receive these free from me will get different ones. They won't all be exactly the same. All right, so we're gonna stamp the snowman. Oh, sweet Lord in heaven, Santa Claus. Let me tell you what's happening right now. I just got done having family from out of state visit. As you know, I've shared before, my grandpa's not doing well, so there's people been coming and visiting him. So they just left, and they are like they are my cousins, and they are like some of my favorite people in the whole wide world. But I don't care how favorite people are to you. Whenever you have visitors, it throws off your normal routine, right? As it should. I mean, if you had visitors and it didn't throw off your normal routine, there's something wrong. You probably aren't being a very good host or hostess. So, anyway, I'm using, by the way, dark cherry cobbler to put in the areas that I want dark, and then I'm going to use light cherry cobbler for the rest of the areas. So they came to visit, and it was wonderful. We had such a good time, which I have a funny story for you about. Well, both of them have funny stories, but I have one in particular that I would love to share if I have time. So, they were just here, and my daughter had just returned from science camp. I think I told you guys about that a couple weeks ago. And then I got sick, and I'm totally better, but you know how you just have that congestion and the cough that kind of drags on for a week or so afterwards. So I'm just kind of still at the very tail end of that. So today my daughter has a friend over, and it's a Sunday. I'm voiceovering this on a Sunday afternoon, and there's just kind of chaos. My husband's on the roof and he's cleaning the chimney so we can have a fire because it's dropped like 30 degrees overnight in California. So now we're into fire season, which makes me grumpy because, oh, and you can hear the children in the background because they can't be quiet about anything. And so, yeah, I'm grumpy about fire season because I don't like it. I don't like having to build fires. I don't like having to haul the wood. I don't like being cold. Yeah, pretty much anything that falls in line with winter, I don't like. So I'm that person. I am a summer person. I like the sun. I do not like cold. I do not like winter. I don't mind fall. Fall is not the horriblest thing in the whole wide world, but it is a precursor for winter, which annoys me. I don't like my feet to be cold when they touch the ground in the morning. You know, I'm sorry. Just all the things. And I get it. For those of you that love fall and winter, God bless you. I'm so happy for you that you're getting your time. But I'm a little grouchy over the situation. In hindsight, I mean, honestly, what do I really have to complain about? I live such a blessed life, it's disgusting. You know, really, we all do. I recently decided to sponsor 2 children in Africa through Compassion International. I think I've already shared that. And honestly, like every time I complain about anything, I think about them. And I'm like, Wendy, shut up. You just don't have it bad. You have nothing to complain about. Literally nothing. You have running water. So stop complaining. So anyway, I digress. So I just have kind of had like a lot of random little stuff happening that has thrown me off of my normal cycles of, you know, meal prepping and doing all the things. I'm a very routine person, probably to a fault. I will admit that. Now the dogs are going crazy. Okay. So yeah, I'm a very routine person, most likely to a fault. And when I'm thrown out of that routine, I tend to get a little agitated and frustrated with life. Okay, so as I have been sharing all of this with you and telling you about this, my daughter has interrupted me like 3 times. I've had to stop the voiceover and answer her questions. And I swear, can somebody please tell me when they stop, like, maybe this is just something my kid does only. When they stop asking you a question about every single thing that they do. Like, I gave her instructions, simple instructions. Take apart the fort that you've made in your room out of boxes, deconstruct it, and take it outside. I've had to stop recording this now twice to give instruction about that because she's having her friend do a bunch of the work for her. So I had to stop for that. She's letting the dogs in and out of the house and they're going crazy. So I had to stop for that. I just, like, I don't understand. At what age do they just, like, kind of understand and do things without being instructed every little step of the way? Please tell me. I think I created this monster, to be honest with you. Okay, so I'm using soft suede on the bear. And I used Mango Melody around his belt buckle and on that little present in the background. I really didn't know what colors to color the presents. I could have probably done a better job and picked some pretty peacock to tie in with that paper. So I did this one smoky slate and yellow, and then the one in the front green and red. Not the best choices, honestly, in hindsight, but I didn't really want them to stand out. My focus was the Santa. So I just kind of did stuff that was muted and would blend into the background. So then I needed to cut him out. Thankfully, Stampin' Up's fantastic and made dies that go with this Santa and just cut him out for me. So I don't have to fussy cut him. And we're all very happy about that because who likes to fussy cut? Well, actually I do, if I'm being honest. Sometimes I do like to fussy cut. Okay, so I'm going to run him through the Big Shot, and then he will be ready to put onto the front of this little package. And I will show you a little other thing that will fit in here. Okay, so back to life in general. Yeah, that's what's going on. It's just been busy, super, super busy, but I am so excited about the new Stampin' Up! Year starting. It starts tomorrow, October 1st, and that just means for us that are demonstrators that everything kind of ticks back to zero and we start working hard again towards earning trips and, different things like that. And it's also always feels like a fresh start for me to do new things and start new things, and I'm simplifying. So I'm going to have a club every month, I'm going to have a host code every month, and that's going to be it. No more random classes. Plus my paper parties, because those are magnificent. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have questions for me, drop them in the comments. You can shop with me at Shop Love and Stampin'. Click either one of the videos you see here to watch them. Click the circle with my face in it to subscribe. And make sure you download and print that PDF I made for you. Bye!